thank you so much for being here with us today. We're thrilled to welcome you. I'm going to direct our two special guests to the seats to my left.
Oops.
That's all right. Or if you want to stand in front of me, that's okay too. All right. Thank you. There's still a few empty seats. If anyone out in the crowd would like a seat, please grab a seat. All right. Well, who knew it would be fall after we just had summer, but here we are. I am Lisa Sutton. I'm the executive director at House of Ruth, and it's such a special day for us. We're thrilled to have so many friends with us. It's just great. This has been a long time coming. Anyone who works in construction knows nothing happens on schedule, right? For sure. I'm especially thrilled to welcome two very special guests with us today. Mayor Craig Greenberg. Thank you, Mayor, for being with us. And then we got even luckier and got Congressman Morgan McGarvey to join us. Thank you. I'm so glad Congress wasn't in session today. All right. Wonderful for us. There's some other special people out there I'd like to recognize. I'm afraid I'm going to miss one, but here I go. I'd like to give a shout out to Jennifer Dye and DeJuan McDonald. You have to wave, folks. Help me out. They're timidly waving in the back. Jennifer and DeJuan are with Metro Government. I consider them our ARPA go-to people. They're the people that have a monthly check-in Zoom meeting with me and the rest of our team. We so appreciate your support. Thank you. And Laura Grabowski is with us today from Metro Government. Hi, Laura. I think of Laura as all things housing at Metro Government. You have been a housing champion for decades, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. And then, of course, Andrew Hawes with HPI, the Housing Partnership, Inc. Andrew is the CEO there. And Steve Gallahue with HPI. Wow, you have done so much to get us to this point, and I appreciate you more than words can say. Thank you. All right. And then we have assorted board members from past and present. Thank you, board members, for being here, and thank you to our House of Ruth staff, many of whom are with us today, too. Red Key Landing, what in the heck is that? It's everything to House of Ruth. This project is so important to our mission of supportive housing for people with HIV. Where we are standing will become 40 subsidized apartments for men and women and two families where someone in the household has HIV, and many of those households will consist of people who are aging with the virus, who are 50 or older. In fact, about half of our client base is 50 or older. That is definitely the demographic trend with HIV. As medicines work better and better, people are living longer. That's great. It also doesn't mean they have the income and support they oftentimes need to live well. That's why House of Ruth is here. In addition to the 40 units, we are also building a separate building for our client food and toiletry pantry, and that building will be off to my right. It will be a shotgun-style building that we can't wait to have. Right now, we are scrunched into rented space for our food pantry to the tune of about 300 square feet. It's hard to serve 50 to 70 households every week out of that space, but we're making it work. We can't wait for our new 1,200 square foot space. That is for sure. And then the final part of Red Key Landing is in the historic former church building behind me. This building has been House of Ruth's home for our staff for 24 years and counting. But we had the opportunity with this project to renovate this space, to make it energy efficient and much more comfortable for our 17 administrative staff. So we're thrilled that we have that opportunity to do just that. You know, there are so many people to thank with this project, and I'm going to take a few minutes to do that. But before I do, I'd like to introduce again Mayor Greenberg and welcome him to the podium. Mayor?
Well, thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with all of you. It's great to be here with our amazing Congressman McGarvey. It's also great to be here with our Commonwealth Attorney, Jarena Weathers. And I know when people think of the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, they think about prosecuting individuals who have committed crime, and that is certainly what Jarena and her office do well. But I know, knowing Commonwealth Attorney Weathers as well as I do, that there's nothing more that she is working towards to help individuals in need, to help people who have challenges in life, to prevent acts of crime from happening before they do. And the compassion that you and your office show to others is admirable, and thank you for your partnership. It's wonderful to work in partnership with you on so many different initiatives. And it's great to be with everyone here today as we continue throughout Louisville to work on addressing one of our most pressing needs in our community. And that's addressing the need for more housing. That's supporting individuals who are experiencing homelessness or who are at risk of becoming homeless. And that's one of the reasons why my administration has completely revamped our Homeless Services Division, which I'm proud to report is now fully funded and fully staffed. And we are doing work every day of the year, reaching out to individuals who are in need. Some of the big projects that we're working on, we're here to talk about one today. We've been making great progress recently on the Community Care Campus, which has funding from Louisville Metro Government, which has funding from the state of Kentucky. That project is going to include a family emergency shelter. It's going to include transitional shelter for young adults, a medical and behavioral clinic, and more in partnership with Volunteers of America. The health clinic and the health services are critical for people who are experiencing homelessness. And what I've learned as mayor and before is that regardless of the number of people who are experiencing homelessness, regardless of what number that is, we're of course trying to get that to zero. It's not really the numbers, it's about the individuals, because each one of those people has their own unique story, their own unique challenges, their own support that they need to help them where they are in life. And as you know, many folks, as you just heard, still suffer from a variety of medical conditions, including HIV and AIDS. And that's the need that House of Ruth is so amazingly addressing right now, is supporting individuals in that area. And they are such a great partner for their city. And when our city was the recipient of federal dollars in the form of the American Rescue Plan, we wanted to do things that would be transformative for our city, but also transformative for for individuals, to help individuals in ways that our city has not been able to support before. And that's why I'm so proud of this project, why I'm so enthusiastic about my support for this important project to help individuals in a unique way that only House of Ruth can do in our community. We know that by providing supportive housing for people who are at risk of experiencing chronic homelessness, that helps them. It also helps our entire community. It helps prevent illnesses, it helps prevent crime, it helps save taxpayers money in so many different ways. It's an incredibly smart investment. But most importantly, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do for people who are in need. And so, to Lisa, to you and your entire team here at House of Ruth, thank you for what you are doing here at Red Key Landing. Louisville Metro Government is proud and honored to support you, just as we are proud and honored to support everyone else across the community that is helping individuals who are in need, that is helping to reduce the amount of homelessness that individuals are experiencing in our community. And it is great to have a partner in Washington, D.C., who is also aligned with us in that regard, that is always there, not just to answer the call when we reach out, but who is constantly thinking of new ways that he can help leverage federal resources like American Rescue Plan funding dollars to support impactful, transformative investments here in Louisville, to reduce homelessness, to improve public safety, to create good-paying jobs, to increase access to health care, and so much more. That is my good friend and our amazing Congressman, U.S. Representative Morgan McGarvey.
Thank you so much, Mayor Greenberg. Thank you, Lisa. This is such an awesome day and a wonderful thing to celebrate here in Louisville, Kentucky. And Mayor, thank you for your continued commitment to housing, stable housing in our community. It is something you were passionate about before you ran for office. It was something you were passionate about while you were running for office. And it is something you have remained passionate about since being in office. Because we know the benefits that stable housing can provide right here in Louisville for our community. Commonwealth Attorney Weathers, you know what happens when we have housing for people who need it. It not only helps them, but as the mayor said, it is something that helps our entire community. There have been a lot of people thanked here today. I want to point out that, this is mentioned, the American Rescue Plan Act is responsible for a large portion of the funds that are here today. Now, of course, it took local, state, federal partners, everyone working together to still make the project a reality. But I also want to thank my predecessor, John Yarmouth, for his amazing work on the American Rescue Plan when he was chairman of the House Budget Committee. And I think it shows what happens when the local partners are pooling resources and working together, bringing the money we need from Washington, putting it into the capable hands of our local partners. We can make a difference in people's lives. And learning about House of Ruth, I'm both extraordinarily happy and a little bit sad. It is so wonderful that this new 40-room complex is coming in that's going to tackle so many of the challenges we see for people who are still impacted by the HIV/AIDS virus. But it's a little disheartening to see the stigma that is still attached, to see the problems that individuals face this many decades later. And then again, bounce back to heartwarming, why I'm so glad we have places like the House of Ruth. Because think about it. Housing is a solution to so many of our problems. And what we're here celebrating today, we are celebrating transformation in people's lives. We are celebrating stable housing. We are celebrating the ability for people to get the care, to get the medical care they need, to have a stable roof over their head. And guess what? Stable housing here at the House of Ruth will cost the taxpayers less money. It's going to save taxpayers money to invest in stable housing that will increase their ability to get medical care, that will decrease the amount of incarceration and crime that goes into it. And so it shows why these programs are so valuable and why we are so grateful to have a mayor, a Commonwealth attorney, a nonprofit community, city leaders across the board who are willing to say every day, this is what we need more of, and we're going to continue to advocate on behalf of everyone in Louisville for more housing. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mayor and Congressman. And now the fun part comes. We're ready to break ground. Woohoo! All right.